Hello everyone, welcome to today's racing news. And what about all the publicity around the Tab Everest? Well, the news is now that the last slot has gone. The Australian Turf Club have gone with Godolphin and Home of the Brave to run for them in the Tab Everest on Saturday week. This is the horse winning the Theo Marks a couple of starts ago. Since then he's run in Melbourne. He heads back to Sydney tonight. Tommy Berry will take the ride in the Everest on Saturday week. He's a strong 12 to 1400 metre horse, which all people feel that you require to win the Everest this year. And look, the ATC are over the moon to get Sheikh Mohammed's Godolphin into the Everest on Saturday week. The relief finally for Lloyd Kennewell. Yes, Vidora is in the race. At about 8:20 last night, the deal was locked away by slot owner Damien Flower. Vidora won last Friday night's Moya in stunning fashion, really clipped up the last 200 metres. It will have its final gallop at Caulfield next Tuesday. It's got that turn of foot that may be required to win the Tab Everest, and it's really improved off its rating, a rating of 113 in the going out of the win in the Moya, going into the Everest on Saturday week. Well, Chris Lees now has 3 horses lining up in the Tab Everest on Saturday week. In Her Time, Graf and Le Romain got a slot late yesterday afternoon. The Tab market, well, it's really got these 3 out of it, bar In Her Time. In Her Time, since running on Saturday, the horse has come through in great fashion. Graf has had an easy time since the horse's last run in the Golden Rose. It'll gallop on Saturday, and Le Romain will appreciate if any rain falls in Sydney town next week. So a big couple of weeks coming up for the Lee stable, having 3 runners in the Tab Everest. They've also got Smart Melody down in Victoria. The confirmation has come from Chris Lees that the horse will line up in the 1,000 guineas. She's a $3 Tab fixed odds favourite to win the race, and she won in pretty good fashion last Sunday at Caulfield. We move now to Randwick on Saturday, the Spring Champion race day. The track at the moment a good 3, but rain on the way. They're saying 30 to 35 mil of rain could fall between Thursday and Saturday. Thinking Big is the favourite here. It's come up with Barrier 7 in a field of 13, followed by Dealmaker in 11, Tarka in 2, and Frankly Awesome, the filly off 2 runs, has drawn Barrier 12 in that race on Saturday. The Roman Consul is the other big race at Randwick on the weekend, and the Queenslanders are on their way. We've got F Troop and Caesar. Caesar is a horse trained by Steve O'Day. Here it is winning the Kenny Russell out wide, or holding on really bravely up the front. Finds plenty, gets the blinkers first time on Saturday, and has come up with Barrier 11. And of course, F Troop lines up in the race for Tony Gollan. It's drawn Barrier 7. At this stage, Sambar and Jonker are the short or the equal favourites for that race. The Kosciuszko, stacks of news as you look at the market here with tab.com.au. After all that, for Rod Northam, it galloped at Scone this morning. It's going to have another final hit out early part of next week. And Kopi Luwak there at $15. It had a nice and easy morning this morning at Goulburn for the stables of Danny Williams. A big program tonight on Sky Thoroughbred Central at 7:30 on the Kosciuszko. And finally, Winks has come up with Barrier 8 in a field of 10 in the Turnbull Stakes on Saturday at Flemington. That's the latest Sky Racing news. Don't forget to keep up to date with all our social media as well.